Right? Our Heavenly Father, we still thank you for this day. We ask that you guide, direct us, be with us, and help us make the right decisions. We ask that you be with the Burns family over the time of grief. You have a good man in the sky with you, God. Let's hope you great your streets. We ask that you be the men and women overseas. Help them protect our freedoms. These things we ask in your name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Bless you. Thank you. Item number 3, public comments, announcement presentation. Anybody out there have anything they didn't say? Just make note that we did like arrest Gene Burns Sunday, who was a county road and bridge precinct employee or something in the neighborhood of 35 years. He worked for me for about 50% of that time. Then retired, part-time guy until I changed jobs. You just make note that he was a fine fellow. Never had a harsh word, I don't guess, for anybody. Are there any other announcements? Anything done? If not, we'll move on to item 4. Consider county clerk's minutes from previous meeting, that would be July the 6th, 2015. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections? Motion by Commissioner Pruitt, second by Commissioner Wiley, to accept these minutes as presented. All in favor? Carried. Item number 5, we consider auditor's budget amendments. Do you have some?
No, sir.
Okay, no action there.
Got
And
vouchers.
place of vouchers.
I do have vouchers. Total $130,833.05. And of that, out of the general is $104,790.08.
Is there any discussion with regard to the vouchers payable?
So good. Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Wiley, and a second by Commissioner Pruitt to approve the vouchers payable as presented. All in favor, say aye. Carried 5-0. Item number 7, consider employee bonds.
I was
Don't
expecting,
have any, I don't
no, I was expecting Jim Hammond's, but it didn't come in yet,
Okay,
so.
yeah, we'll do one on Jim Hammond, if it's not currently ready.
No.
We'll bypass that. Item number 8, consider extension agent Brad Marshall, Kenny Warren Barrett, a request for reimbursement, and that would be $982.66 and $800.74.
This Penny's final,
I was thinking probably
This was
would be.
June's.
June, her retirement date was.
That's why it was sometimes end of June. Yeah, it's end of June, so probably, so she may have a week there or something, I don't know.
I move we bring these reimbursements.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Simon, second by Commissioner Pruitt to approve reimbursements as requested. All in favor? Carried. And number 9, accept donation of material for Belltown Cemetery fence, and that's from SB Street Company for Spencer Street. Going in a little bit this morning, they said it might be there to on Spencer, SB Street Company. Don't really know how many of that is so wrong. Know how many?
180 something.
177, 140. I'm gonna say 225. Somewhere in there, possibly, yeah. We went out and got it the other day, so beating the boxes off.
Well, they got that, what's up, I really like the rocks.
You had asked me to, if they bought some, and they did buy some, 2 big from Wells,
They're the, you,
$2,000.
where's that? Come from,
I took it out of Fort Belknap grounds maintenance.
okay. We had that in the budget.
They had to come a bit more for
Okay, Matt, you like that form of motion? Yes, sir. Okay, we've got a motion from Commissioner Pruitt, second from Commissioner Wiley, to accept the donated rods for Fort Belknap Cemetery fence construction from SB Street Company. This will be in neighborhood 225 3/4 rods. All in favor? Carried. That's pursuant to section 81.032 of the Local Government Code. Commissioners Court may accept, give, grant donations, requests, or devise money or other property on behalf of the county for the purpose of performing function conferred by law on the county or county officer. Okay. Now, budget workshop, we've got some presentations. We've got Nancy Thomas listed here first.
And her budget is 010,499.
Come back here. You know what you think, do you?
$1 million.
Why y'all getting more?
Going over there.
104,499.
We have to go to 3 computers before we access the registration.
Read.
Because the registration doesn't leave my office.
Okay.
We have to make sure it's
You can have all 3 of them at one time? Or you go from one to
No,
the
we
next?
go with regular computer, then over to my computer to see if it's the thing we had to go back to the RTS computer to process them, or print them out of sticker.
So you're asking for
No, I'm just telling you, that's what the process is when we do an internet.
it? Can't be consolidated somewhere?
We've got 3 individual computers.
Right, and 2 of them are state computers. So her computer is the only county, well, there's 2 county computers that are both mine and hers, mine to manage and hers is possession,
But
but,
no way to put multiple monitors on a single computer and do it or anything like that?
well, you can put multiple monitors on just about any computer, but you're running into the fact that she's using, it's going state computer to a county computer to verify because the state computer can.
Encrypted differently from her computers?
Right, state computers have much more strict guidelines when it comes to internet usage. And,
Anything else on that computer besides like.
right.
It's a dedicated computer. I got
So there's ways that you could virtualize some of those machines, but the state wouldn't allow it. The state has very strict guidelines, so unfortunately, the way she has things set up, unless there was a way to convince the state to allow her to check her financials on it, there's not a way around it.
So every tax assessor, fed tax assessor, the same thing. What plan?
Okay. The next is this. Okay, we just have, in a couple of days, if this has got a problem, they, so, she was the council's going to we have to go pull that tile, and we have to call Wichita to see if they can fix, we can fix it on the policy. And this is protection for anybody that buys a vehicle. We're trying to keep them from being washed from state to state. The active timber numbers, you have to have an active timber number now. Farm truck, register a farm truck or trailer. If they don't have it, we have that. And if they don't have one, we have to go look that for them. Tags. So that,
Yeah, call that's what you do, what you can do.
they don't have a farm tag, they don't have active.
Well, I'm talking about,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we have to go, which,
and what are you talking about? NMDDIS.
It's,
yeah, we have to go, which, they've got codes on them. And we look at the code, and we can fix it, we do it.
Like sometimes I'll fix it.
Sometimes we just have to see it.
Okay, that is the right. Ag farm number. They, did that just come in with this development? Those about the inspection, that's a new program that started.
Starting tomorrow. They come in to register their vehicle. Pop them on the screen, it needs to be inspected. We have to send them away. And when they tell us, okay, I've got a current inspection on my vehicle, we go to the computer over there. And comes up, inspection station is like an error on it, we have to send it back.
They're correct, that inspection station.
They have to get it corrected.
If it's not,
Sometimes we have to tell people that.
because the idea of all this is one sticker application.
This situation will last over the next year. Once we get through this first year, well,
It's supposed to level out.
But I can see it going on further than that, because like, when you get a new car,
Yeah.
everything's on for like 2 years.
It's 2 years, they have to
Yeah.
they have to register the vehicle. 2 years registration, 2-year inspection, part one also.
So that's a way to do that.
So it's, they said a year, so it's gonna be long.
Yeah, it's in the future.
At least the inspection station is no longer collecting the state fee.
Right.
They just collect their fee, and the other fee comes, I guess, through registration.
the trailers haven't been inspected also.
If they weigh, the gross weight 4,500 pounds.
So the trailer for
Except
a large boat is have to be.
If the gross weight is 4,500 pounds. They have to
So it's travel trailers.
Yes, if they weigh 4,500 pounds.
A lot more trailer just uses theirs.
If it weighs 4,400 pounds below, it's just 4,500 pounds. That's the
And that's protocol.
It's been a nightmare.
They're sending sick more money.
Are you kidding?
Oh, well, I don't know, I'm kidding.
No.
Change is not always good, but
We
it's hard.
work, yeah, we work a lot for the state. We don't get,
What are we getting off those inspections? Off those, off any of this, anything?
no, you don't get nothing. State gets it all. State gets it separate.
Oh, we are spending.
I guess they're saving money on stickers. That's about it.
Well, yeah, they used to have to buy the stickers, get the money for it, you don't have to worry about it. So now you shouldn't have an excuse to go up there and say, well, we're out of stickers now. That's
The
an
excuse, no about stickers.
That's right.
So now when a county vehicle needs to be
You still
registered,
gotta get it inspected.
I have to write Nancy, and you'll see that y'all have to, several 750s out of your budget, that's to pay for your
How much are?
750 is what I'll be writing out for every vehicle.
Oh, that's right.
Rather than 1450, you paid the 187 for the inspection, and then 750.
That's an unfunded mandate, isn't it? You're doing the work, getting
I'm
paid now.
doing the work.
It's not an option. Where you
If it
go?
was, I'd tell you.
Unfunded mandate. Yeah, you're doing quite good service.
Okay. Titles, we have to process the titles. Carolyn goes through each one. We do that. Check and see if everything's right.
Any process, any process.
Yeah, fine. For each time. And then the votes, we get very little. I just do that as a courtesy. There's a lot of people
Vote activity picked up.
that really
Full lake will do that.
Hey, they're going to be out there. We've got process. Not read our reports anymore. We have to go find our reports.
local restaurants and things and stuff.
All I do is just make it.
Does that come in just general sales tax? Does that come in dedicated, non-dedicated, but
It has its own line in the budget for revenues.
It doesn't go around.
the routine transaction, I know there's no such thing. How long does it take? 10 minutes.
They get tired of the problem.
So just get license plates when you're done, file it.
March and April is our biggest process.
Still like for all this time? These time of year.
But I would hope the job is in the way. What the counties around us.
Other than raises, employee pay raises, official raises in general, you have any specific questions?
A little bit more part-time. And I figured the difference, and the difference in what we had in there, the salary and the FICA and the retirement, it would just be up in the budget, $3,650. And that, wasn't that working her 30 hours a week? Was it 30? Bigger in here. She, gets insurance anyway, so it's not gonna matter, yeah, so we can do 30 on her.
Any questions on that?
15, 17.
That's 30 hours a week.
30 hours a week is trouble.
She's already on insurance.
Okay.
She's that part-time, full-time person. And actually, she needs to be working 30 hours a week to stay eligible for the insurance. I think the way we did it last time, we didn't hire somebody for so long, but in order for her to be eligible, she needs to work 30 hours.
Your business travel expenses come well. Is that a good way to add?
A lot of that was, that's what we'd take out, like, whenever she hired somebody for their mileage coming back and forth, and then the girls, before she hired somebody, they would have to go back and forth to Aldi, and that's when we took that out, but with Laura over there now,
Look, should go back.
it should, well, it shouldn't be over like this. I don't know, it hasn't been last year, 14 and the 15 year, but before that it was, so that's when you were having to go over all the time, the last 2 years, and now that you have somebody else.
I should probably go there and pay.
So, yeah.
Just to check on her. She has problems.
Everyone okay with this?
Good tomorrow.
She's done a very good job.
Anybody else want to look at this? Michael, a lot more round, want me to check?
Check out.
Like,
I'm checking on her. I might go get you a dollar.
I was talking to the council.
You're sorry. You're in the hot literally.
We're gonna do the archive first.
What number? What number is she?
Were you an archive?
Yeah.
It starts out 011. Let me look at my, totally off the wall.
Office of the country clerk.
No, 011.
I mean, 01. Never mind.
No,
That's fine.
That's district clerk.
I
Hers
think
is
it's on page
014.
district clerk, please.
County clerk is 014, the archives.
Should be right behind.
Oh, yeah, I see it. That's all it is 3 lines.
Right.
21, page 21.
23, 014. That's probably district.
Oh, it is, I'm sorry.
Probably
She's after.
the 011.
There you go.
And then we'll go to county clerk.
Go to the county clerk.
No, you're good. 014.
I took this balance from the last bank statement I had that I got from the treasurer's office, and I have 123,000 in here. What I'm wanting to do is finish scanning in the rest of the OPRs, or the open public records, so that they're available online for the title people, or for anybody wanting to get online to look at them, and plus it takes less work, less stress off of the books of people going online, and it's still the same amount, it's $1 online, or it's $1 coming in.
Safe wear and tear on it.
The second thing is title people are wanting to know about the affidavit of airships. Some of them are there, and a couple of them still there, I'm sorry. This would also help so that they could, I could record them onto a disc and be able to give them to the title companies for them to do title work and stuff, that they would be the ones giving them, otherwise you'd have to come into my office and on the OPR. The second thing is the deed of trust, and these are the deed books. They're not used that much, but it would finish up getting everything scanned in that's on the top floor. So if anything ever happened here, we know that. Right now, we don't have that. Okay. By talking to them, and I have a bill back here from Freeman, who did the work for Deborah the last time, and it's the 4th page. He's pricing right now at $50,000, and he said he could have all of this done within 3 to 6 months. And then the second thing I'm looking at is I've been asked by the different ones about digitizing the plat records. And I've gotten a quote from a guy who's come in, and his name is Lance Gonzalez, and he's from the state bank. And the one thing is he would have to take the plats off-site, but if there was a problem, or if I needed something, he can send it back to me, or he can send it to me by email, or fax it to me, or whatever. But it would be on his, so that if somebody came in, hopefully all have computers, and they can pull it up like this. And he would come to us. And that would also help us on the wear and tear on them, because some of those pages are really old. And it would help us on that, and plus bring us up to the new stage, or new modern times.
Who's supposed to do that?
I think it's Gonzalez, he's on the 3rd page. He's come in and sit down and talk to me. And I got his name from Jack County in Montana, it's where I got him. That's who done runs, scanning in on the lines. And they did a really good job over there. So, and then the last thing I would like to do is see about hiring a part-time person of scanning in old criminal records, because I'm running out of rundown stage. And this will be on the, if you go downstairs, when you go down the stairs, I've got a case right there, that's getting the 3rd row down. So the top row, anything from 1950 back, and on the street. So this would be down, this would be the criminal records. And what we're doing right now is we're coming from present and going back. And then I would try to have this person coming from from the, when you started to now. And I would try to work her at least 24 hours before I go.
Those records are to be retained, though, forever, either physically or in the
In
computer.
1950 back, yes. And I will check, after I start scanning, I will check with the state library down in Austin.
Fifty
back have to be retained in their physical form?
Yes, there was something that happened that back, a gentleman wanted to find something in a courthouse that went back earlier than 1950, and he couldn't find it. So that's why the 1950 comes in.
So that legislation was done for that one.
Yes, and you have to go to the state, you have to get permission before you can go over it too. So,
But the others, after you digitize them, you can destroy them. or-
I'm checking on that, yes, the bigger counties that you look at, I've talked to, Harris, and I know I'm talking way big, but I talked to Harris, and I've also talked to Dallas when I was in school, and they don't keep any, theirs is on digitized form, you can imagine the case of them.
Yeah, the digital copies are good for what, 25, 30 years?
They're good for right now forever, unless if things change again. And then you'd have to change it. It was like it was microfiche, now it's gone to the cloud, so now we'll have to wait and see. So, I don't know.
So when you're digitizing, you're not just wanting disk or putting it
You know, they're going to, well, when we get to the cloud, right now we're doing the back end,
Right.
so.
Wait.
DVD is good for 25, 30 years?
No, we're not doing them onto DVDs. We're actually doing them onto magnetic tape drives, which is what actually the RVI, all of the image server is set on SSD, which is solid state drives. They're run through our automation server, so much better than optical drives or discs.
Is it protected from magnetic contamination?
So this is what I'm seeing, if you go to the second page, this is what I have deposited into the archive account since I've been here since June. So even if I did get up to this 56, by average, I'll be back up to almost 100,000 a year.
So the account's growing about 25, 6,000 years?
So, and then I'll have to start looking at some books. I'm redoing some books that are downstairs. And I would really like to find something on, trying to find something on commissioners' meetings that are old stuff that are downstairs, that are in these little bitty boxes that I know very little people open, because I don't know how the papers are, to try to get something going on.
There's dedicated funds that has to go for record preservation.
Or, this is just a jar copy. I haven't checked into it.
This expenditure need to be budgeted
That's why it's here. That's why
It was done in here, now she
and
has
offset with
that,
revenue?
she has that county district park preservation.
But hasn't this money already been,
It's got to come before.
that's why I said to the court.
That's why I have a starting balance at the beginning, this one, this budget's being presented. Okay. Okay, the other one is my regular account,
It's 403.
and yes, I'm asking for a raise, but the talking to the new county clerks, everybody is just amazed on what we make, so. And looking at Montague, in Stevens County, they make 52,000, and Archer County makes 40,000, and their caseload is less than ours. Montague has just ready to move on, but she makes 52. Stevens County is a clerk in 1, Montague is a clerk in 4, and Archer County is a clerk in 2. I'm also asking raises for my girls, the chief to be at 32, and the other girls at 30,000. And if you go down here, my office is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. In fact, Friday we stayed until 5:15 because I had a girl come in and said that she got work at 4, and this is the only time that she would come in and research records. So we stayed there till 5:15, and I don't have a problem because I know that there's some offices that can close it. Also, some of the reasons why I'm asking for a raise for the clerk's office is the county judge's office has taken over the dockets, but when there's a docket created on just the regular court, we're the ones having to send out the letters. We're the ones sending it out to the defendant, if there's an attorney, and if there's ones. Anyone have any cases, anyone have any letters, and then the file, and all that. Second, and plus all the other things that we're doing on top of that already, like the mail today, they were working on it, it was a big old stack today. Also, is the changes in the vital statistics, like we took over the JP stuff over in Molly this time, and then the marriage license that just recently changed to third thing that's getting ready to happen, which will be starting in August, and that'll be just the dummy file, and that's gonna be the e-cop. If you come into our office now, it looks like we're a really sophisticated office, because everybody's got two lines. And it's because we have to keep e-filing up on one side, and Jody will have it probably a lot worse than what we do. Because it's for probate and civil, and she's got so much more civil. We've attended 2 seminars on it so far, and I'm getting ready to do another seminar, and it's going to be on the financial means of it. If we accept a case and then decide that we don't, if it doesn't meet the qualifications, then we have to decline it on how we have to send back the money. And I'll be taking that the second weekend. It's civil and properties, yes. The next thing I'm working on is India Extract, and this is a program that I bought after I got here because we've got these people or these individual companies that are coming into the clerk's office and they're getting all of our files and they're selling them for more than what we're selling them. The first time I had one, he wanted from 1992 to present. I knew I couldn't do that on these, so we had to do external party. So I had to do some checking with the clerks. I got a program that costs my records management $2,500, but it works behind the scenes. But it takes a while for it to break. I'm on my second one right now. It's down there playing right now as we're talking. The only thing different is he's only run it for 6 years. But when my records get all fully on there, I can imagine what I'm gonna do. So. This last one is called Integrity, and they're out of Houston. No, but it's an individual. If I go into the law, I have to do it, because it's open record. Nobody likes it, everybody's talked about it. You can charge so much an hour, so I've talked to Paris and Dallas, and every time I do an external hard drive, I charge $300. So, because of the amount of records that's being collected in the images. So I have a $300 check as soon as I know that the images are on the hard drive. And they have to furnish the hard drive too. It has to be with no seal broken. It's got to be a brand new. That way I know.
$300 to load their hard.
And it's to make sure that I'm not putting something on my machine that might have a virus or something. Is the reason I have to see. Okay. I don't deposit it until I make sure that the image is done. And then it's in that. Okay. It goes into our box. So y'all get the question there. Also, what we're doing too is I had 5 vendors that request records, and we put them on the CD, and they pay us $25 each month to get the CDs, and that was after the report in there too. We also have 3 that we do to take our images over and to put them in a Dropbox. And Maria does that, and one is the appraisal office. And that's how we just stamp all the types and change over names and stuff in the appraisal office. No, this is a lot faster, they can get them over there. Right, ever so often, if they have to find something that's older, they'll come over, they don't call, but they bring their paper, and they do the work. So that's what's happening on that. Last thing I'd like to explain is, the girls, when they have their downtime, we're not doing mail, we're not doing filing and stuff, we have taken the birth certificates from going to a copier and print them off of the computer. We're from 1991 up until present. So if you come in and request one and you're born, we can print it right there off of the computer. Otherwise, if you're beforehand, we have to go over to a copier and sit there and play with it for a little bit and get it onto the good bond paper for you to be able to have it. Also, we're also doing the remotes. You cannot use it for passports, but you can use it to go get your driver's license or whatever you need, or school or whatever. It's amazing what we're doing.
So the birth certificates come actually out of this office, you're not tied in this thing.
Yes, we do both. I have a rate sheet back here on how we're doing it on the remote.
So birth certificate takes how long to get a copy of it?
Well, it depends. If we have to, okay, if you're not born in the county, we have to go to the remote. Depends on how long it takes us to find you on the remote. Because the less information we put in the state computer, the better off we are. But sometimes you have to come in there and try to sit there and play with it to try to bring it. Sometimes you have to put a little bit more, and sometimes you have
It's
to.
a matter of hours, not days.
No, I'm gonna say at the most 20 minutes.
Is that
That's on the morning.
Harassment.
No, they'll be in the state of Texas. It's the only thing we can do.
You can't get one out, that's what I was saying.
No. No, they have to go through that state. You'll come in, you'll fill out a piece of paper, you gotta have a copy of your driver's license. And then we'll go from there, either printing it off, or making a copy on the copy, or going to the remote side. But we're up to 1991. Hopefully by the first of next year, I'm hoping to be back to early 19.
2 degrees of separation there. Grandmother can do this.
Grandmother can, spouse can, but it has to be blood kin. You know, spouse and stuff. Now, there is a paragraph that's in the middle of my application that says it is a felony if you get this and you're not blood kin. It's not my responsibility. It's, if you tell me that's who you are, I can't prove it.
So a stepfather can get one on a stepson.
Not blood kin. Okay? Now, if there's an adoption, you have to bring in a copy of the adoption. Okay, on death certificates, we're from 1999 to present, copies in that computer. So if somebody needs to have something, we can do it. On marriage license, we're from 1998 to present. We're scanned in because some people lose their marriage license, we can print them all, put them on nice paper and digital.
That's for you.
It's just in the state of Texas. Young counties.
Oh, just Young County.
That's all the copies I have. Okay? Also, I brought this up to Cheryl. A lot of your county clerks collect a fee for law books. It comes out automatically on a cost. And a lot of your clerks are, instead of having a budget item in their budget, they're taking out the law library because they're the ones who are depositing that in there. So I'm asking y'all to consider that because when there is a change in court costs, it can affect the penal code, the state's code, property code, code of criminal procedure, and the family code. And when it does that, I really would like to have a copy of all those bills to be able to back me up on why those changes are happening. Right now, I have only 3 of them, and none of them on the email. So, I'm just asking for that. That's the reason I'm asking for the raises, and if you'll see the breakdowns, you'll see that we do a lot of birth certificates, remote and in-house. A lot of research. A lot of people are doing research. We don't do it on, they're having questions on research on how far you can go and how far you don't need to go. We will do a criminal case if you have the case. We will help you when you come in the office and you're trying to find something in the books, we will help you out. But as far as doing research, if you call in, because we're not going to be liable if we do not.
So it's basic research needs to be brought to you before you can.
And we can charge a $5 fee on
Also, Pam, I have noted, one of your employees declined our insurance, so you only have 3 employees.
Yes.
Yourself and 2 others own the insurance
Right.
there, so when we do it, we'll only figure it for 3 people instead of 5 next year. So that's $8,400
that.
less.
You have a question? One of my employees down here didn't take the insurance, the county insurance. So, she already had it. So you just have to pay for 3 and I'm told.
Sorry.
So, but that's all I'm asking. Oh, and also in the part-time, I took it from 1,500 down to 1,000. And the reason why is every so often there'll be a doggy come out if I'm not here and I'll be doing something just to make sure that we have enough because of the 5 weeks. But that's it. Everything else, I kept everything else the same. Office. Yes, and the reason why is the prior sent somebody down to down to Austin for school. And that was the reason why, but I do have 2 reimbursements back, and I don't think they're in there yet. That one of them I registered for school and I didn't get to go, and then I got a travel thing done. But the schools that.
I didn't know if you need to raise it or what.
The one thing I need to explain about that, I do have 2 going to OPA, which will be this Thursday, and that's for parent acknowledgement on a birth certificate. If a kid is born and the father's not there, he can come in now and say that he is the father, and you have to fill out this paperwork, but you have to go to school. So I'm sending 2 girls to that. I'm going to the school in Austin, and it's a week long. And it's mainly on birth, death, and everything involved. It's a reason why.
So it's 4,000 for good.
Yes, no, I think it'll be fine. He let me go to school on a probate, and I got to use some of his money in a judicial fund, and then I got a rebate back, and so it helped pay for some of it back on him. So I'm trying to see if I can get the girls, like, they'll go to the short school this year, and I'll go to the long one. Next year, they'll go to the long one, and I'll go to the short one, and keep them upgraded on the Bible and everything, and Bible statistics. I try to go to 2 clerk schools and a probate school. The probate that I went to this year was really good. Those are basic that I really need. And there was clerks that were teaching it and so.
I
That's,
think this is the first probate school in town,
yes.
it's good. I've been getting those periodically.
Yeah. But this kind of showed us what the clerks did, not what the judges did, but what we were expected on our side. That's what happened. They have been putting that on the list, or criminal, about your, but you have to understand, there's 254 ways of doing things in the state of Texas. So when you call, you better be ready, because one's going to give you one, one's going to give you another. So you just kind of slide in the middle. So, but probate is pretty, most of your smaller counties do it about the same way. So, that's the only thing I have. Huh? We do no less than probably, I'm gonna say 5 to 10 birth certificates in a week. Or possibly in a day. I know Friday we did 5 birth certificates, and we did 3 marriage licenses. So it's just amazing. Everybody's either learning how to drive or somebody's showing them something. And then schools get ready to start, so we get ready to have that for kids. So.
Jump that up, like,
What?
the violence, number of violence.
I don't know. It's like, they just come in tons. I mean, I can't answer them. It's amazing. It's like Friday, we hardly had anything. And today, we're probably gonna be working on all this stuff, probably this week. And that's not including how many pages, which, you know, when you get a filing in, you have, and that's another thing I'm gonna be trying to do too, is right now we're manually doing it, and that data has a system that will allow you to put an instrument number on there. I'm talking to the title companies right now, because when a filing comes in, we're putting them in books. We were down in county around here, and still doing that, you know, around out of books and around out of state, so we're no longer doing that, we're just scanning them in. I have, of yours. I have a problem, when you don't put them in book, you say to put them in a volume and page. To me, that's a lie. So we had to create a book, we had to create a page. So I've been talking to the title people, and they're gonna work with me, and they said that if I could get it so that the program could hold up to 10 numbers, that they would consider, and that would be the year and the document. I mean, the year and the instrument. So I'm working with them, I'm gonna be talking to that data, but if it is, it would be a system where as soon as you bring it in, your grantee records put it in, your prints a receipt, puts in the instrument number, and then it'll come down and print off the receipt and all. How many pages, when it's paid by, it's check or whatever. And then you have to worry about all the pages. 2 other counties are doing that right now, the volume page. And, yeah, well, as long as you have a distinct number to the instrument number, title companies don't have a problem. If you don't have a distinct number, there's a problem. And that's what they keep telling me. So I'm trying to work with them, tell them I'm going to do everything for the first of the year. And I'm trying to get them that up. They have some other problem, I mean, things that they're working on right now, so I haven't really get up on them. But probably in September, October, I'll get them. So, it's another thing.
nobody around here, you talk to Monte, Archer County has not been doing a book for the last 5 years.
Tell everybody.
And retrieve the information.
You can find it online, come into the courthouse, find it on our computer. Our systems are up. They look,
You don't knock it down, do you?
they look at the, what we do.
I love-
is as soon
that's
as
my
it's
favorite part.
brought in, we put, we scan it in, the originals are put over here on the desk, and it's left there for 24 hours. They come in and look at it, some of them go ahead and copy them, some of them don't. And if they go on vacation, like I had, Marshall King and he said, school go on vacation, we put it on the desk here. For every day, every week, every month. They just don't have it on next year. They love it so far. So far.
Next process that you have, is it fine?
It's one of those steps.
Make her say,
Yeah, and it's a lot faster. And what we do is I have two putting them in and one checking it, making sure that what they put in, this one can find, and making sure we know the stuff before they're ever sent out.
those are all editing.
So we're the last one of this area county that's about it. Well, Pelican has been doing it faster than that. But we're the last one that was still putting it in good, you know, like I said, Archer's been off of it for 5 years. And then I talked to Jackie over in Stevens County. She's been off of it probably 3 or 4, but they don't have the caseload over there that we do either. And then in Montague, they haven't kept the volume and I don't even remember that. They're always theirs is about the same.
Is it really?
Theirs is starting to pick up a little bit more on oil. Several cases now.
I just figured with the production and everything.
It's starting to come up, but it's been kind of average now. It's pretty cool over there of what they've got, what we do, what they do. It's amazing. Kind of alternates. Huh? So, Lena's got 4 girls over there. She's got one that just stays in records, and then she has 3 in the front. But the one in the records is on the same day. It's making sure nobody gets on this.
Good job modernizing the department.
Okay, the guy for the OPR said that he can start in October. The guy for the digital said that he can start in October. So, be on the side, if this is okay, then I'll start calling him.
Good take how long to do it. How long to do that project?
On the OPRs, it's 3 to 6 months. Now, on the plats, I have to, it's gonna be a little bit longer. And I'm probably gonna be getting with you, I don't know if y'all looked at the plat in this lately. It's a little different, and I'm afraid some of our plats are not, some of them say that we have a plat, we don't have a plat. And, so some of them I need to go back and kind of look at and decide if this is a way that we can find it or if there's another way. Because I'm trying to get it so that you might know about one way, but he might know about another way, that we can both find it. And so, some of them I know, some of these places I've never heard of.
Secretary plans.
No, these are plats out of the county, of everything. No, I don't have, I'm working on it.
Subdivision plans and all those kinds of things.
I am working on the cemeteries. I've had 4 calls since I've been in office wanting to know if we had a book, cemeteries in the county. But I've been working with Dawn, and after our budget, we're gonna have a book of saying who you can contact, or I'm hoping to get them to find, who's where, it might be in Markley or they're in, all in just redundants. They know everything on their 2 cemeteries. And wait till I go to talk to them, and I'm hoping we'll get something. Talking to Morrison's, talking to Newcastle. And just the ones, I can't do the private ones, but if I had the public ones, this would have the people that are coming in and checking all the things. So, but it's just not a book that's out there.
You'll have to
but some of them just don't know to do that. So I'm gonna try to do a book, but like I said, it's all down the road. But like I said, I've had 4 calls since I've been in office about the cemetery. Locating them and stuff, so I'm
Here's
there.
something to read cemetery. Plants around the side. Like cities that we have.
I don't know,
Got to think about that. I don't think I've ever run across it.
it's just something I'm gonna have to do some research on, and so we can add something that we've never had in here. So, just another one. Anything else? Okay.
Good job, man.
I gotta process that a little bit.
She had a lot of information there, didn't she?
I counted new gates sooner or later, county commission. A lot more new gates nowadays. You do it for your desk, man. You actually even care.
You will find things from your desk. But when you go online, I don't know if y'all been to our website, they have it situated that you can log in, get a password, find your document, but it will just let you know so far down. Then after that, you have to pay up, so there's a picture.
Free preview.
Right, so.
It's to allow to make sure that it's the right document, but it fades after about 2/3 of the page.
You can see the whole thing.
That's right. So it keeps people from being able to not pay for it and screenshot it. So they have to visit.
How do you pay for it?
It's running with credit card online.
Debit card?
Debit, credit card, no American Express.
No PayPal?
No, actually, Commissioner's Court approved this whole process. It's been 2 years. I realize you weren't there, but it's been in act for a while. I think Deborah had a pretty good amount of revenue come in from it, and the more and more that she steps away from books, the more revenue it comes in.
From the e-filing, court e-filing standpoint, Tyler, they got the corner on that.
Yes.
That's good for good.
We go through dummy, starting in August, seeing,
Well,
the
close.
attorneys come in and they have
I've
to
been
do
here.
this, and it comes in on the screen. I've got to get with that data, because I understand this, but I don't understand how this is going to get to the net data stuff. And they keep telling me that you're gonna put a case number in there. Well, that ain't the way it works in our office. So I'm having to try to get the net data and find out how we're moving this over. Hopefully, we're not having to type all this stuff in.
No,
Have they networked or consulted?
actually, it's kind of interesting the way they do it.
You said that case, it's all marked and the money comes. So
And it's very
if you decide
competitor.
in 2 minutes,
But yeah.
I should do that, then I'm going through a class, I believe it's the first of August, to find out how I back it out and how I call this attorney and say,
Look, if Tyler firewalls that information, it does default. to
They
that
cannot-
control over who becomes the next guy.
With the way that the state agreement is, they can't discern information in any other pattern than completely open. So I've spoken to Dustin, who is the CIO here at NetData. He said every Monday morning they have a standing telephone conference with NetData, Tyler, and all the subsidiary companies that have to run through the count that all the counties in Texas use, and figure out where the gaps are that the interface
It's
is.
all open source.
Right. Like Tyler, just because Tyler got the contract doesn't mean that they can go, well, only
It's
Tyler
not
customers can
proprietary
use it.
code.
Right. So Tyler has to open their code up to where there can be interface across. And so,
Yeah, they're trying to interlace.
right, and they have, and there's other counties on that data that have integrated, and we have as well. It's just, there's a big learning curve to figure out on both us being end users and them being our more or less intermediary programmer to get to Tyler, there's a lot of, there's just a lot of cogs in this wheel where we're used to just dealing from somebody coming into Kay's office, filing something, Kay putting it directly into our server, and there it is. Now it has to go through attorney, Tyler, NetData, Kay, NetData, Tyler, back to attorney or into the judicial system.
And our problems will probably just start because they haven't figured out enough doors for the judges yet on that.
Right.
Six or seven systems trying to talk to each other.
Look at us, man. Look at us.
It's one of those that the state puts in these implementations
There
and
is a secret
regulations, and
thing that you can do.
then it's
And I don't know
nobody
if
really
it's
knows
right.
how to make it all work.
Find out if we prove it, you would move it over back and bring it down to my printed one, it's one of the things something else. I don't know what they decided that was easy. Yeah, our problems are just starting, so be ready.
Redundant information from one screen.
I don't know yet, and they tell me how to bring it over here, and I can sit there and play the dummy, putting in the attorney information and pulling it to me. It's in
Take it to the
there.
next program, but then follow it.
But nobody's told me how to get it from e-filing Tyler over to the NetData side. So I gotta do that before the first of the month, so. Yeah, these mandates are important.
The lovely thing is they give you plenty of time to do it, but unfortunately the companies are underneath that same gun, and it doesn't necessarily mean the time that we're planning on implementing it, that it's ready for implementation.
I work for a $70 billion company, it's got the same problem.
Well, I don't know, I guess it had something to do with the roads, but it was required for tune into, back there last week before last. I heard, went back to functioning, but evidently it did some damage to what the main door, but it was one of the secondary doors in there. I'm not sure, I don't believe, I think it was coincidental, I don't think it had to do with anything with the electricians that were in there testing the circuits, I think it just had to be coincidental. But, Charles thought that there was two of these fan motors, screw fan motors, so he thought, well, thought they were out, and he ordered those motors and replaced one of them. It went back to testing it. It still didn't have any power. It wasn't the motor. It was evidently not the motor that was bad. So we left that new one in place, and we got the other one in storage. It went down, went to give it trouble again last week. Got it down here, I guess it was, I came in Sunday afternoon. Come in here and do a little work, it was about 90 degrees, it was hot. I called Brian, he came down and all of these, this might have something to do with it. Turned the breakers off, all of these fan coils had reset the heat level. I think they're every one of them, I guess default, that must be a default, when the electricity went on, then went off, went on, they were default, back to heat level. So it wasn't any big deal, we just had to change all those. Didn't get much good air around here, and that's when that chill was on. We got down here, finally got it to operate. Last Friday, it was operating quite well when we left. Good. But this morning, it was a little stucky. So
Is that what block you off
there was a secondary board there yet, and there was a sensor valve or two that he needed. Yeah, of course, nobody had them. The manufacturer didn't even have them. I guess they have to build them, I don't know. Yeah, they should be in. So this should be in and come back down here. Get back up. I'm assuming that'll be sometime.
It just happens to be the hottest week of the year.
First, I suggested to the auditor that she check their insurance company.
Yeah, I'll
What
check,
kind
I
of
don't
coverage
know,
we might have for that.
I don't know if it was covered that or not, but I'm sure call them.
We don't know the policy form or anything, sometimes it is excluded, but a lot of times it's not, so. I've played an awful lot of squirrel in the edge, like,
I'll do that, Sunday, we'll fix that.
I don't know, I've called,
Got it up.
yeah, well, on roof and stuff, I mean, it was 1,000 and that's why I don't know what's in. Surely, 10,000 that will forget it, but I'll check and see.
well, the roof is covered under a different clause, wind, rain, and hail. And the other, those other perils need to be separate from the other ones, so I don't know.
Harold's Beach Road.
Varmint,
Garment. It is Garment.
fuzzy tail rat.
We're over,
We
man.
need to do a little eradication.
And we need to have squirrel trap.
I don't want to be here.
We might go think about maybe some additional, he's going to, Charles is going to write some additional sheets and other things down here to both of something that crevices, moles that the road might get into, or the road get into. We may go thinking about some kind of screen mechanism around the whole thing. There's places all over it that are big enough. You know, we've got the screens on it, but they're down low. There's a few places in it that they can get through. There's places all around that unit that squirrels are getting in.
There's a reason for them to get in, their little teeth and mouth feel off screen too, so.
Looks like it frowned.
Huh?
Looks like it frowned.
It generally does. Many times it fries the squirrel in the house.
The last time it happened, that road cost us $5,000. I think it fried him.
Yeah, there wasn't anything fried in there this time. That we found that place.
Well, if they just gnaw through one wire at a time, that's getting both of them. They can sure do that.
They're expensive little rascals.
There was a little critter hanging around there pretty close to one time. But we never came, didn't go and come to the blue.
Recommend squirrel
There,
trap.
there's a squirrel.
Okay.
And you said the newspaper for cameras, and give our employees a plus.
Squirrel security.
Cheryl, do you have anything you want to put in toward the revenue or anything like that? I think everybody got the
I gave them those
revenue.
pages, and I worked on them.
Looks like mine, looks like. We've got Jamie Land. You want to present again?
No, I haven't presented yet. I just need to tweak some more numbers. My budget will be budget neutral. I'm gonna.
You present it nearly every week.
It has been quite a while before I've been up there, but no. The goal for mine is to be budget neutral, and I'm gonna move some money from my equipment line into my education line for some additional classes and certifications. But other than that, I don't think there will be any changes.
We'll go with regard to the health insurance items. We intend on putting that on the agenda next week. Make some kind of decision. What we're going to go with regard to the agent consultant atmosphere. Probably, I don't know, or some mind to wait until we open those bids the following Monday, bids will be open. I don't know. that'll be interesting. Fair.
Well,
See what those are. Have any adjustments in any revenues? We did make one note that our public defender, regional public defender is gonna go down a little bit. Because the April legislation, they also appropriated some money to go back into that public defender's office. Regional public defender's office, so it's gonna lower our contribution to that a little. Maybe cut it to pay half, but it'll get closer in the next 2 years. They applied for that, we got notice of that last week. Cheryl, you know what that went down to?
5,600. We paid, we thought we were gonna pay 7,600 this year, and I just penciled in 56. Last year, of 15, we paid 5,074. And in 14, we paid 3805, so we thought it was gonna be 7611, but that's been lower.
It went down a little bit. That
$2,000, I think.
Oh, not any budgets, no. I sent you the certified value Luke tells me will be, I believe that he said they're gonna certify on, I believe, 27. This one, that'll be on Monday. So, I'll have it before that meeting. We'll have it by then, and then Cheryl and I are having one with Luke and Debbie on her last part right?
Purdue. And then they,
I talked to Luke the other day.
awesome. It was great having her there last year.
Just to calculate our effective rollback rates.
So those values are down.
No, we're actually up that. I mean, it's
1.4 billion.
10 days.
the estimate.
So 10 billion change.
And that's before.
Well, they've been having the oil, gas, industrial, some other, I think last Monday they started the residential real property protest. So, at last, that could have some effect on the value. It could bring it down some. And when he certifies, there'll still be some in question, but I think that certified value will be needed. There'll still be some in question at that time. That may be processed in the calculation.
Be money in their account. It's gonna be money in their account, so we're gonna get reimbursed for it, like we did last year.
Yeah, there's possibly, but he didn't make any mention of that.
Yeah,
It was coming in unbudgeted.
Yeah, that difference on the budget.
We hadn't been getting that forever. Last year, year
It's a
before, we got
surprise, this
some.
year was a good surprise. Their budget is, 498, I think, I went over 498.
I want to protest their budget before times past. And the process to protest the budget, their budget is not, we're just a small piece of the pie. You've got to get everybody else on board, think like you think. So, you can mold and bellyache all you want, but it depends on what the other people
No,
are.
you can buy it. What's 169,000?
But yes, and I thinking that we budgeted that, and then when I think we got their budget, I think it might be a little worse. So I think
So it went down, it went down in our, agricultural hospital district. I mean, I just kind of figured it out. Figured it out the other.
You had a visit with the hospital administrator about our inmate handbook.
I have not. I will, or shall.
Probably need to get that on document, visit with us about that.
I think if we paid 2 quarters on that, we budgeted 169, and I think actually it's 175, so it's probably a little short of the budget, because we didn't get that after the fact.
Go came up on that there. I think they're supposed to already have us out of the boat, but I think their estimated value would be about June 30th, something like that. Anything else? How many did we like, about Gary? Make a presentation?
I'll be prepared for next time.
And Jamie Land?
Oh, man, wow. Fort Bowman guy, Jim.
Jim.
Long ago, he said he would do it next week.
Okay.
You know, we're closing in here pretty quick. We may need to send out an email to the rest of the people and say, you know, we're approaching the time that's crucial. We need to get some, if you're going to, let us know. Or if you're not,
I
then
don't know.
then so be it.
I'll check
Get
with
this
the
thing going.
constables and see if they're gonna come, usually Freddie does.
Paul made his presentation, Stan, I don't know whether he will or not.
I'll ask.
And also, give Fred an opportunity, he'll be here.
Well, I asked him the other day, and he kind of hit off, never really said, so. I said, well, they're doing presentation.
Well, get an email out.
So there's not very many.
Have the desire to make a presentation here.
We get a lot of decisions to make between now and time we get this.
Stay on course, I believe our adoption here is set for the, bill.
I think we usually adopt it around here.
Because the 24th and 25th, it's a Monday.
Something like that.
That's not that big of a way.
I think it's 24th.
This is the 13th, so we don't have two more times we meet this month. Special.
I bet it's the 24th.
Yeah. Because 25th is Tuesday.
Okay, any other thing? Anybody would like to?
Move.
Okay.